Are we there yet? Meeting is now streaming live. Yes, hello everybody. This is Eliz-Sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net with Maddie. And we are doing, well, it's the same show. We just changed the name to this, that, and another thing. Meeting is now streaming live. Okay, so yes.
And that's what I said. We do talk about this, that, and the other thing, along with the energies.
So we definitely do that.
And
And
the energies are heavy today.
no, they've been heavy for the last,
Well, at least the last week, I'm thinking.
let's put it this way. They've been heavier, not just because it's been heavy for months, right? At least I think it
Yeah,
has.
I've just been feeling it worse over the last week or two, though.
Since 2 days ago, is it? It for me too, it's knocked me flat on my keister, which I
Yeah,
that's why we didn't do it Wednesday, because I just could not do it Wednesday. And
no, I couldn't have either. My energy was not there. I'm just tired and dizzy, and I got a headache, and
yeah, and I
yeah,
and also yeah, and I got us. It's hitting us physically. It's what it is, right?
yeah.
So I've got two watching. Hello there, everybody. I am going to go look and see if I can. You continue talking, but I'm going to go see if I can find where
I'm
I
going to
can
continue
see.
talking. So we have some crazy solar flares going on right now too.
Mhm.
You see, it's a 75% chance of M flares and a 25% of X flares. And the X flares are the highest you can possibly get. We have got 4 flares on
Yeah.
the Earth facing the sun. Or
They,
sorry, we have flares on the Earth, sun facing. So I
oh,
think it's
they're
the sun is
they're
facing
going
us.
to
And
hit us.
I I didn't quite get that far down yet.
Okay.
But that could very well be. So if you're feeling at all, like it says, it'll affect your heartbeat. So if your heartbeat is really heavy, if it's
If
going
you've got
strong, if it's beating fast, breathe.
also if you have an
Um,
erratic heartbeat, you want to be very careful because it will make it even more erratic. You know, yeah. So people with problems with their heart,
really,
be careful
I know
because if
somebody
it's
like that.
electrical,
See,
it's
I
like
know somebody like that doesn't seem to be affecting him.
yeah, but if it's electrical, it will affect if you've got a monitor or something, it probably will affect that if it
Oh,
affects
I
the
see, like a
phone.
pacemaker or something like that.
Yeah, if you have a cell phone, internet, anything electrical, which is us, because we are, our brains are, you look at you look at the synapses, that's like electrical current, it will affect everything. So your thinking may be sped up, slammed shut. You never know.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it says the anxiety and stress is through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
It's jolting all of your chakras. If you can
Just
do some
let
Tai
me
Chi or Qigong.
let me talk to Honey here. I'm sorry, Honey. You can ask us about energy right now, but our interactive will be on Sunday at 1:30 Pacific time, approximately, right?
Yeah.
So, but today we're just talking about
About
energy.
the this, that, and the other thing.
We will answer questions on things like flaxseed, etc., and how to make your hair look great, but we're not doing an actual interactive.
It's
We do,
sassy. So this
we
is
do.
what you were talking about and affecting your brain. It says the electrons in a carbon atom in the human brain are connected to the subatomic particles that comprise every salmon that swims, every heart that beats, and every star that shimmers in the sky.
Yeah,
Everything interpenetrates everything. And although human nature may seek to categorize and pigeonhole and subdivide the various phenomena of the universe, all apportionments are of necessity artificial, and all of nature is ultimately a seamless web.
yep, that's that's exactly what the fifth dimension is.
And then we're coming also up to the solar eclipse.
Yay.
Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
There's
And
full solar
and the meteor.
and the meteor. They get. I can't remember what they called it. There is a specific name. There is a specific name for it, but I can't remember what it is. And we should be able to see it here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see the solar eclipse or not, but I bought glasses just in case. And it does say the full solar eclipse coming on April 8th is already open energetically, and with finished with a full lunar eclipse, the energies are very amplified. On the solar eclipse upcoming, the sun, moon, and asteroid planet Chiron will be conjunct at the time of the eclipse. It's at 1924 degrees in Aries. As we're already in its window, you, like me, might be feeling intensely the pain of deep inner wounds to become free, mastering embodiment, feeling our sense of self dissolving completely, changing, evolving, and expanding into something new and different, for which we have no current or previous template or instruction operator's manual. This might not be easy, depending on how easily you can let go, and for relaxed and, dare I say, comfortable, you are being in the unknown. There are no guidebooks for journeying into the unknown, yet what an incredible opportunity to let go and completely release everything that does not serve us anymore. This solar eclipse is the completion of the last one from 2017, so that's the 7-year cycle.
Yeah. And that one, if you can figure out what you were doing in the 2017, you should probably be able to correlate what's happening now.
So that means that whatever was happening back then will come to completion.
Well, like back then for me, I was building a website and it was amazingly messed up. And right now, my new webmaster is looking at rebuilding my website, and she is amazingly good. So it is coming to a completion.
Yeah. Ah, boy. 8 hours ago. Sun News. AR36515 releases a large M flare 8 hours ago.
So basically,
we've been bombarded with this solar flare energy for.
And people who are prone to headaches will have headaches.
See, I don't hardly.
Yeah. Well, my daughter gets, whenever there is no, it's not tomorrow,
rarely,
Sunday, my world.
I rarely get headaches, but this, I have just like for 3 days had a headache. And
yeah, I don't get headaches, but I also have them, but mine's more like sinus. But my daughter, she'll phone me and say, CME? Yes. Okay. Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says March 29th to 31st, you've been pulled out of doubt, confusions, and mental overload this week. The thoughts and beliefs that you held back are purifying for your freedom. This clearing is expanding your beliefs, knowing that bigger and better are available. You are in full control. It's a matter of tuning your mind to a new channel. Cancel, clear, and delete the old thoughts when they come in. Doing this daily are the last pieces need to heal from this ego.
Yeah, I wish it was true.
And there's so this would probably be a good one to read that we can discuss as we go along, because there's lots. We are stepping into April, a month to expand our hearts, radiating love, light, and joy to all who are willing to embrace it. A month to expand in the physical as an important part of who we are too, and a time for us to rebirth after all the inner work achieved, more illumined and dedicated to our personal and universal mission. Since the previous months, we have received massive transmissions from many planetary sources. On one hand, our central sun's emanations, which have been continuous, is descending plasmatic waves to our planet for all who are willing to trigger the process of light, body reconfiguration, and reconnection. Other sources within creation are also helping us with their galactic transmission to restore the masculine pillar and unify it with the feminine one, for this will be an ongoing planetary and inner task for many more human years to come.
At least 50.
Hmm?
At least 50. But it gets easier, I promise. So on the April 7th, there's a conjunction of the moon and Venus, which will create a huge.
I know I was reading someplace that on the eclipse, there's, I think, 5 or 7 planets that are all
lining
in
up.
alignment.
Okay, so there's so many unusual things happening right now. But this one on the 7th, it's the moon conjunct of moon and Venus. Moon and Venus in the Pisces constellation will create a luminous celestial body, which is pretty cool.
So and this one says March's energies were like never before we have ever experienced. No kidding.
Which
We
is
have
it's good because it means that we're coming to an end of a cycle. And it's thousands of years. Well, there's 25,000 year, 52,000 year, 104,000 year cycle has all been ending around the same time. So basically what it means is the Earth went around the sun and the universe, and it's all ending right now, which means we're coming up on a brand new life.
I can just pray for that.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to correct, heal, clear, and reconnect our body portals and glands as we too embrace and unify polarities. As Pisces is the ultimate sign of the zodiac.
What is the last sign of the zodiac? Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. It says that invites us to heal what is fragmented. Now, with this new energetic month of April, with Aries and the eclipse season and many other benevolent energies descending upon our planet, we continue with the process of inner alchemy and rebirth initiated, for this is a month for us to resurrect at all levels. The process of resurrection involves the complete healing and reconnection of our human channels with our divine ones, allowing the organic process of soul embodiment in a three-dimensional body, acting as a trinity within our physical being plane, giving birth to another important process we are to work with this year, multiplication. I'm not sure what that means.
It's just everything's multiplied.
Great.
Just what we want, right?
Yeah, that's I just said. Great. This is the process that many are undergoing and will continue during this new season. Many of you continue awakening to your galactic lineage, clearing galactic memories, karmic human ones, and preparing for DNA rehabilitation. Others, maybe that's why we feel so crappy. Our DNA is starting to clear.
So years and years ago, they said that we are shifting from a carbon base to a crystalline base, which means it's one, and I'm not scientific at all. My brain is really spacey kind of brain, but it's one molecule difference or one carbon something different. So it doesn't take, it's not a huge leap to shift us from carbon base to crystalline base. Right. But of course, with crystalline base, what is the most what's the most sought after crystal that creates a balance? Well, this is a messy one, but it's a quartz, right? Which is crystalline. So that just means that we're going to be much more telepathic, empath, all the psychic, intuitive things. We're going to be all that and more intensely.
Yeah, it says others are already embodying their unique mission as planet Earth, now more than ever, needs our love and dedication as it too takes care of us unconditionally. There will be many revolts against consciousness at this time, for the war over consciousness has been occurring on our dual plane since the beginning of creation. As guides always share. However, we too have within our best guidance of all to tune into and realize that important advancements are being achieved, for not all is as negative as we are being told.
No, it's not. It really isn't. We get the negative information because that's what sells, even on the alternate news. But I know for myself when I'm working with people, I keep telling them to ground up to the fifth because the earth has already sent a lot of herself up to the fifth, has already risen there, which means there's a lot of really good energy up already. And what's left, it's going to, I suspect what's left is going to be heavier and heavier and heavier. So the more you ground up to the fifth, the easier it will be for people to deal with.
Yeah, it says, united, we can continue anchoring more love, truth, and restoration into the earth's structures, continuing our mission of being loving, healing, and compassionate emissaries on the planet Earth, a role we originally chose.
But
April,
an example of that is we're Canadians, right? We have a reputation for being the politest, nicest, laid back people in the world. Our own RCMP, our own police force has written a report that there is a lot of, they're actually afraid that there will be an uprising because we're unhappy.
well,
That's
it's starting. It is starting.
It's that, but that's business, that's fact. But it's, if you look at it, that is a positive, right? Because we're working together. We're trying to reach for a new positive beginning. And we're trying really hard to push away the old energy, right?
Yeah.
So
it says also April is a 12,
the
3
numerology.
reduced, universal month. Obtained from summing this 8 universal year together with the number 4 of April. Oh, okay. Number 3 is the Trinity number, the one that represents the process of soul and monadic embodiment that many are experiencing by conscious choice.
Okay, so
A number
that's basically what it's saying, is that we're choosing to become more godlike energetically. Yeah. And we are. I mean, you know yourself, you're really good with energy. You have been since I met you. This month, or even the last 3 months, have you noticed that you have more oomph in when you do energy work? You have more directionality. You deal with things in a smoother, easier manner. No, because you're not paying attention.
not these last few days, no.
No, but the last few days, we are going through I'm going to beat the crap out of you energy.
Yeah.
And really, yes. Thank you, Jennifer. I really, because honestly, my brain is not fully functional today.
I don't think mine is either, but we're muddling through. That's why we called it this, that, and the other
thing. So Lily asked, so April is a month of closure, not of new beginnings. I think it's a month of ripping things apart and new beginnings. And
I do think it's still a month of new beginnings, but we are ending what is no longer supposed to be with us anymore.
Exactly. And that's very, very important.
Yeah.
But it's not doing it gently. It's before it hurt, but it was, compared to this, it was gentle. Now it's like, when you make bread and you take it and you pull it apart, right? And there's strings everywhere. That's the kind of what I'm seeing right now. And why did I use bread? Because I'm making hot cross buns.
Because you're making bread.
Well, I'm
Uh,
making a mess of my hot cross buns, but I'm making it.
so it also says a number that also denotes creativity as when we are one with our soul, our creative visions enhance, giving birth to wondrous creations in the physical as a result of our inner alignments to who we truly are.
Yeah, because that's something I've been saying for months. Be your authentic self. The way you are your authentic self is by looking at something, going, "Ah, that's a hook. How do I work on the hook?" You get rid of the hook, and then you turn around, people talk to you, and you just answer them, "Oh yeah, no," or "Yeah, yeah, 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 and yes, no," depending if you're Canadian or not, eh? But yeah, when you clear up a hook, it no longer bothers you. You come out, you always come back with your authentic self. And that once you're your authentic self, people react to you differently. And
Yeah,
as Lily says, her brain has been foggy. That's because things are
that's one of the
changing.
signs of the solar flares, a foggy brain.
But they're happening because they're creating a change in us physically. It's a physical change. That's why I've been sick for the last few days. That's why Maddie's has a headache. That's why my daughter will scream in the background. She's got a headache. Um, should we step into our power? Does this mean we should have a clear vision, or we find it during the path? You know what? I don't have a clear vision. I haven't had a clear vision since October. I keep going, well, should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know yet. I'm
The only thing I do is breathe through it and just say, just give me some direction.
but basically what it's asking you to do is become the universe. So which means you don't go with the flow. You become the universe. So what the universe wants, you want. And that means don't second guess it. Don't try to think what it's going to do. Yes, you have to make plans for the future. You cannot just go, well, I'm going to sit here and if I get money, that's fine. I won't worry about paying my bills, because we still have to pay our bills.
Yeah,
But on the level of acceptance, you want to become the universe, which means you're authentic. And it's just like you said, we're stepping into, for lack of a better word, our godhood. We're becoming godlike,
yeah.
even if just a
And,
little bit.
and it says the number 3 is exactly the integration of polarities. Sorry, excuse me, gas.
I
Energy,
say,
I guess, coming up.
if you get
Um,
stuck in your throat like that, that's energy. I know this because I've done that for years. So in a reading, I'll go, I can't breathe.
yeah, I've been having a lot of,
Yeah, the energy gets stuck in your throat.
it certainly is.
Yeah,
It
so
says,
so Lily, just don't worry about having a clear vision, because like I said, I haven't had a clear vision what to do since October.
I say just one foot in front of the other, make it through the day, and thank God that you did.
Yeah, really, that's
Or thank yourself. I guess you're God. Part of you is God. We're all from God.
yeah. There's nothing that doesn't exist that isn't part of God, even
Mm,
if it's just in the universe's imagination of what we're supposed to be.
right. So it says number 3 is exactly the integration of polarities, the creative result of unifying opposites, the outcome that appears of a deep union that creates something that will benefit all. This is something that must occur first at an inner level, and what we are all birthing, So that's probably what we're doing right now, right? Is birthing. That's
Doesn't
why
it
we're having
hurt
so
like you're
many
having a
issues.
baby?
Our new illuminated crystalline self.
Yeah. So Lily says, does the universe bring us what we want if we're not clear in our vision? That goes back to becoming the universe. And then whatever the universe wants is exactly what you want. And so the
Yeah.
answer is yes, but don't second guess yourself.
Well, and I was listening to something while I was in the shower too about
No, you don't believe you know. Lily, anyhow, Lily says, when you feel like God, you don't know, but you believe. You don't believe ever. Belief is, oh, I believe that's possible. The difference is, I know
I know it's possible.
it's not possible. I know it is, not it's possible.
Yeah. It says number 3 is the number of joy and harmony after achieving unity, creativity, and intuition.
That's
And
the
also,
Holy Trinity, right?
yeah,
The Father,
yes, it's
the
also, yeah.
Son, and the Holy Ghost, or the maid, the matron, and the crone.
Hmm.
I think there's another Holy Trinity, but I can't remember it.
Can't remember what it is. And also it's also the number of growth as a result of the union between two equals. Number 3 is the essence that invites us to connect with the feminine power within and begin to create from this same inner space that what the masculine is soon bringing into the tangible.
Oh,
The
that's good.
expression of our soul in the physical and constructive and harmonic ways.
Yeah, because without the masculine, the feminine is too much. Without the feminine, the masculine is too much.
Got to start finding that the balance.
And at this moment in our society, I can't say in other societies, but the North American society, it is not in balance.
No.
Not on the public forums anyhow, but when you create a balance, that's when we will do amazing things.
Yeah. It also says during April, we too welcome the 4-4 portal, which
Portal.
together with all of the energies that surround this month will signify a stabilizing window. Which we will have the opportunity to balance ourselves in personal creations before stepping into another integration wave, for it is a constant for us as ascending souls to be immersed in a never-ending change. The number 4 represents love, for love is the power that moves all within creation. 4 represents the love that resides in our hearts, and that is meant to bring compassion and forgiveness. 4 is the number required to create in the physical what the divine envisions in the illumined worlds.
Exactly what I've been saying.
Yeah. 4 are the pillars that sustain this and any other universe. This is the foundation of the divine architecture of all creation, for it is what holds all together from the macro to the micro. Number 4 is the stability and the strong pillars required so anything can grow and expand. By holding this frequency, we work from a heart space, being in a constant flow of giving and receiving, of embracing and letting all go. This will be a portal for us to work on our heart center, and especially this year, for those who are ready to heal their astral body of all the connections to the 4th plane that are confusing us and impeding us from moving into the 5th dimensions. Anchoring our 3-dimensional self into the 5th, which is what you always say, go up to the 5th instead of grounding down. We are heading and where our path to freedom truly belongs. So that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And another just a little blip says we are witnessing an upgrade of the entire Earth system. The old way is breaking down, a new way is being born. Humanity is going through a shift in consciousness.
If Canadians are becoming contentious, that's absolutely true. Because
Well,
it's cold up here. We freeze. We're frigid, right? We don't make moves.
well, I said the other day I posted something because the Quebec farmers are on the protest, and I said if Quebec is against him, he's sunk, because that's the most of our population. Those are the ones that he catered to all the time, giving billions to make sure that he got their votes. They're not doing it this year. Everybody's done.
Yeah. Well, touch wood. But and I listen to a lot of Canadian politician YouTubes, not do the politicians, but the commentaries. And they say that they're going to move the election back from the 25th to back 7 days, so that a whole bunch of people will get their
Pensions.
pension, which will cost us millions, which makes sense with your,
They're going to get their pensions or they won't because they're changing that.
they will,
Oh,
because
well,
they've got 7
we know
days.
that we certainly know that they're putting everything in their favor so that they can, they're giving themselves all the raise on April 1st while we're all getting a 23% increase in the carbon tax, plus our own provinces are also upping
Yep. So that,
taxes on everything. Not only Alberta, we are too, apparently.
yeah, well, I mean, we are basically a socialist country when more than 50% of your income is taxed. That's basically what a socialist country is. New Zealand was the same. What happened in New Zealand when they became socialists? They worked, they partied, they worked, they partied.
Sounds like fun to me.
But what else do you have? You have nothing. You can't go forward. You can't do this. You can't do that. So why not party?
Mm.
And
Well, Lily says, so when you feel like God, you don't know, but you believe.
you don't believe, you know.
But you don't believe.
Yeah, absolutely the opposite. When you believe, that leaves wiggle room. I believe I'm right is different from I know I'm right.
Yeah.
And
And
there's
she
more
also,
strength in knowing than believing. So you again, this just just let me finish this thought.
yep,
When words are matter, words are power. When you say I believe, and you can see the energy. When you go I know, you can see the power of the energy shift, right? So that's why words are very, very important. Go ahead.
yeah. I was just saying, Lily also says, such an impressive insight you gave me. I know I have the power to transform my life, so let's change the way we talk to ourselves. And that's very important too.
Absolutely.
You talk down to yourself, then that's just lowering your vibrations and
So,
your
so
energies. And
this is what I keep telling people. When you go into guilt, when you swear at yourself and say you're not good enough, that's your ego, and you're wasting your time, literally. When you go, okay, I screwed up. How did I screw up? Okay, I did this and that. Will I do it again? I will try really hard not to, because you can't promise that you're not going to gut react.
but you also not stop um, with the
It-
self-talk of I'm an idiot and I'm
yeah,
stupid and
yeah,
oh, what did I do that for? And
yeah. You really there's a simply waste of time. You go, oh, I made this mistake. Cool, I learned from it. Even with it only 5%, you still learn from it. Go forward.
yeah,
And also, there's something you were saying about the heart. I wanted to comment on that. You said it's a heart opening. A lot of people, when they're hurt, they close down. What you want to do is open up, because if you close
yeah.
down, you close things in.
And that's,
They,
I'm struggling with that right now.
they
Not
don't,
struggling with it. I know that that's what and I think I am doing it
yeah. But
because I
when you
don't
close
have,
down, it gets stuck in there, right? So you open it up, it can go through.
and as much as I don't want to do that right now, I am doing that.
It's hard because
Yeah,
we've learned to protect ourselves for years. And when you meet somebody who doesn't, you don't know how to deal with them.
yeah,
And then you look at them, and some people who vibrate very differently will go, oh, that's horrible. You create bad energy. Because I've had, even years ago when I was 20, in my early 20s, was already on the spiritual path. And I remember somebody coming up to me and say, are you of the devil? And I kind of laughed, because that no. And then I realized their vibration was so low that any vibration higher than theirs, or faster than theirs rather than higher, they would equate to bad. And so don't stop because other people point fingers at you and don't understand you. That's their problem, not yours. You continue to be sure of yourself. Okay.
Yeah. Be kind, be courteous, be,
Always
you know,
be, as soon as you swear at somebody, you lost your advantage. As long as you try to maintain your power, and you can be, no, I'm not doing that. But you can't go, you son of a bee hawk. That's you lost. But you no, I won't do that. You're fine.
I think I've lost over the last few days then. A
Yeah,
few times.
but again, that comes back to, do I feel
But
guilty about it or do I move on?
but then I know in my head, as soon as I do it, I go, don't
Exactly. So
do
you've
that.
learned. You learned. So that
Then
was,
I have to try and learn a little compassion, a little bit,
yeah.
forgiveness, a
But
lot of
people,
things.
but also remember to be compassionate to yourself.
Yeah.
People are not compassionate to themselves. So I know I have the power to transform my life. So let's change. Okay. Lily, heart opening means being vulnerable, but many people abuse. You have to protect your, no. Heart opening means you're not vulnerable because it doesn't get stuck with you, protect yourself, and then it gets stuck.
You're holding it in, you're closing it, but if you open
Yeah.
it up, it all has
So you
room
open
to
your,
flow.
it can go around, you can feel pain, and then you say, not mine. All right. So, and this is a truth because my head's crawling. So, if somebody's in your life and they die on you, and you go into absolute mourning over it, do you close yourself up or do you love that person because they died? And then, if you love that person, then you can allow the energy to move on. You don't forget that person and you hurt like heck because you love them, but you don't close yourself down. And then the mourning doesn't go away, but it's easier. Okay, makes sense? My skin is crawling, so I'm onto a truth.
Hmm, what else do we have? Uh, no, not tomorrow. We're not doing a psychic interactive tomorrow, but on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. It's usually Sunday.
That'd be my world. I'm answering.
Okay, yeah. Elle answered her.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if anybody else is having, like, it's just like there's a constant ball of phlegm stuck in my throat that I just can't get rid of it. No matter what I do, I'm drinking whatever I can. I'm Googled how to do it, but I guess it's just the
Well,
energies that's going. But it's still there.
yeah, I know. Drink tea, honey, whatever.
That's what I'm.
But with this energy stuck there, then ask the energy, what the heck are you doing? In
Oh, I
polite.
think I know what the answer is.
Yeah. And so allow that you tell the energy it can move forward. So Lily says, so opening up should make you more humble and more close to goodness.
Yeah, I would think closer to goodness for sure.
So I'm not sure about humble, to be honest. I don't know that that's a necessity for being spiritual. A lot of people tell me I'm very humble, but I'm the first person to tell you I'm really good at what I do, right? So humble that might be a precept that we had for the third dimension. I think being honest is closer to what you want than humble. Goodness, there are going to be people out there who are total freaking and they're highly evolved spiritually. So I think ultimately, yes, goodness will be the answer. But I can't tell you 100% that is your answer. Probably for you, Lily, that is your answer because of who you are. But not everybody's going to be that way. Because the guy that wrote Letters to God, Neil,
I have not even heard of that book.
Neil, sure, he's extremely famous. Neil somebody or other. I find him extremely irritating. But he is a highly evolved person. And but me personally, yeah. So I think it's all in the eyes of the beholder in this case. So when you are in 5D, are you more egotistical because you think more of your energy? No. Egotistical is a third dimensional. It's third dimensional. When you're in the fifth, it's quantum. So I am connected. Maddie and I are one person. Not Neil Armstrong, no, because he was an astronaut. This guy wrote a book about letters to God, or I think it was, or letters to Jesus. I can't remember which one. And he went from living off on the streets to be wealthy because of it. And he's highly evolved. People love him. So no, it doesn't make you egotistical. Is ego based, but it does make you more authentic who you are. And if you happen to be a bit if you happen to be a bit, what's the word? Yeah, this is who I am, take it or leave it, which I am. Doesn't make me less spiritual, right?
So there's apparently a song called Letters to God because I put in who wrote Letters to God. Well, I've got Boxcar, I have got
Oh yeah, boxcar.
songs from this person, songs from that person.
Oh, put in book.
Yeah, let's who wrote the book?
So the 5D is it's a different way of thinking. It's a different way of being. It's when you automatically think of everything rather than just yourself because you are everything. And so it is not your ego.
I've got reverends, I've got women, I've got Stanley Hauser, I've got Mimi Emanuel.
Okay, so maybe it's a different name.
But I do not see anything from Letters to God.
Okay, let me
What
see.
about Letters to the Universe?
No, it's not.
No?
It was
And
oh,
it won't let me put in just Letters to God. It comes up God song, God summary, God story.
okay, Neil. Oh, Neil Patrick Harris, Neil deGrasse.
And so through these energies, it's suggested that you do Tai Chi or Qigong to help calm your energies.
I like those things, but I can't do them.
Qigong I like because you can just stand in one spot. You don't need to be moving
That
around.
one I could probably do that one, but the other ones where you move your knees and everything, I can't do.
Yeah, that's Tai Chi, and I like it, but when you're looking at a video and you're trying to do it, can't really you can't really do everything and not see what you're doing. So that's why I like the Qigong, because you're standing in one spot and it's very easy on your joints. It's very easy to follow.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to look up Qigong, it is spelled Qigong.
Neil Walsh. I think it's Neil Walsh. Yeah, it is. Neil Walsh, he wrote Walsch. And he's highly evolved, highly spiritual. He just irritates the heck out of me. So
Oh.
yeah. Okay,
And then
I
I was-
did. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just listening to something else, and this is one of the other things that we talk about. Fluoride. Fluoride is slowly killing us.
No, that's why they put it in our water.
What they're doing. So I was listening to this thing while I'm in my hot tub this morning, and it was a guy that used to go and see his dentist, and he refused the fluoride all the time. And the dentist was always so angry with him because he didn't understand why. So the guy told him to research it. There's a study from Harvard that says what it literally is doing is covering our pineal glands so we cannot be the spiritual beings that we are meant to be.
Well, if they do that, they can control us, right?
Hitler did it. Hitler did it in the water supply to the Jews so that he could keep them subdued, brain fogged, so they couldn't rise above. And then I read when they finished the war in 1945 is when the government started putting it in our water systems. But they're also putting it in our food, the sprays that they put in our food, the chemtrails that we have. So we're being inundated with fluoride every day.
So again, that comes with intention, right?
Well, there are vitamins that you can take that will clear the pineal gland, which I'm going to be researching and starting to look into that because
but
I know that I used to have a lot more insight, and I do not get anything these days. Nothing.
Yeah, but you're stressing also. But watch your water. Don't drink anything that's not filtered.
Well, do we have fluoride in our water?
Not really.
I read that we didn't.
We're not supposed to have in the.
So buy distilled water. That I'm sure doesn't have it, but try not to drink your tap water unless you know 100%. Refuse the fluoride when you go to the dentist because it's been proven that it really does not help prevent cavities. A very, very minute little percentage does it help prevent cavities.
Yeah.
And it also lowers the IQ in children by up to 7 points, which apparently is huge.
Well, it is because our IQ it's supposed to be rising every year.
Yeah.
So if you lose it.
These have all been proven. These are all studies that have been, you can Google it anywhere. There's more than Harvard that have done studies on this. So try to stay away from fluoride as much as you can. I know every time I go, my hygienist always says, no fluoride again today. And I said, I don't know why you keep asking. The answer is no.
I would never use it, but also stay away from processed foods, which means make it from scratch.
Yeah.
And processed foods are also refined flour, etc., etc. So I don't know how you stay away from that because.
Well, it's very hard to stay away from it completely. But like I said, research what can help you clear your body of this fluoride.
And you made a comment before, 1 tablespoon of sauerkraut will help your biome, right?
Yeah. That's what I read. Just 1 tablespoon of sauerkraut a day will help your gut health, will help your overall being work on as it's supposed to be working.
And kimchi is a good, I love kimchi.
Dill pickles, anything fermented like that.
Actually, you want, there's a way of pickling them without using vinegar. So also apple cider vinegar is supposed to be great for you. I drink every day. I drink vinegar fruit.
I know I still got to make that.
I like it.
My brain just goes blank when it comes to that.
Yeah, I actually really like it because it's sort of, I read
How much did you say you put in a glass of water?
I put in about a
like
quarter
an ounce
cup,
or something?
then I put the rest in the water with.
So like an ounce, maybe?
Quarter cup is what I use.
Quarter cup, okay.
But then I use a big glass too, right?
It's a movie too, apparently, Lily says. Letter to Jesus, based on the story of a boy suffering from cancer.
So it was conversations with God, not less.
Fluoride also causes cancer,
Yeah, yeah. It's really bad.
dementia, Alzheimer's. Like I said, it calcifies your brain.
It's not good for you. Ooh, sour cream pound cake.
Mm. I might try that one. My sour cream banana bread is pretty good.
Do I make cake? And then nobody eats it, not even me.
That wouldn't be the problem here. I actually baked an apple pie this morning. I probably won't get a piece of it, so.
So vinegar, fruit vinegars prevents diabetes, hypercholesterolemia, whatever that is, oxidative stress, cancer, boosts immunity, as well as provides a remarkable antioxidant ability. That's the fruit vinegar. Google it. Depends on
I got to do it. I know I've got the perfect jug to put it in too, and I just keep forgetting.
Well,
So when you let it sit to ferment for those 2 weeks, 2 days to 2 weeks, is it in the fridge or not in the fridge?
I keep mine in the fridge, but I think it's vinegar. So
So
my
it doesn't
problem
really
is, what
matter.
do I do with the fruit afterwards? Because it's still fair. It's still good because it's been pickled.
I would freeze it and put it in your muffins or something that you cook
That's a
next
good
time.
idea. Really good idea. Because I make muffins every few days.
Mm.
That's a really good idea.
Insert next weird thing the dogs will like.
And
What's
she
that?
says in certain weird things their dogs will eat. Our dog, not Tolly, but Jelly Bean, loves pickles,
She also loves olives.
but she hates cucumbers.
Huh.
She will not eat cucumbers, but with you eating a pickle, she's right in your face.
Yeah, I haven't found Charlie liking anything like that yet.
Yeah, but she's different. She's a foodie. I've seen her body check her brother out of the weight.
It's like I was watching a little commercial, not a commercial, but a thingy. This lady went to adopt a cat, and one cat's sitting up, all like pick me, and another little cat comes up beside him, and he takes his head and he pushes him down. Keeps pushing his head down, like, you get out of here. She's taking me.
That's how we got Tolly. We were going to take.
I think she ended up taking them both because of that.
Yeah, I would have too. But that's how we got Tolly. We were going to take his brother, and he jumped into my daughter's truck and would not get out. We thought, okay, we'll take him.
All right, you're coming home then.
He was adamant that he was going with us. And according to a psychic animal communicator, we had a horse. His name was Caramello. He was a Pasofino. And according to the animal communicator, Tolly was this horse that he decided to come spend time with us some more.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then Sabi says, because he's a year and a half past his due date. Sabi says he doesn't want to leave because he doesn't think we can survive without him. He thinks we're too tough to survive on our own. So, how long have we been on? Do you know?
Almost an hour.
Yeah.
I think we're like 5 minutes away from an hour.
Okay, because the energy seems to have melted away. How are you feeling?
I don't know. No different.
Oh, Jen says hi.
Jen. She brought her little puppy over yesterday. Oh my goodness, he's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
She got my
Oh, cool.
my glasses for me for the clips. Hopefully we'll see it. I never even thought to. I'm pretty sure we're going to get part of it, because it did say parts of Canada, US, and Mexico would see it. But it does go through the southern southern states, they showed a track of it the other day, so it goes right from east to west through Texas. And
Okay, where does it fall? Eclipse. Locations of a great solar eclipse. I don't think that helps. April. I know that April, that a lot of people are saying that it's going to be a huge shift with this
but
one.
I've also heard that it's not going to be a bad month either, that a lot of good things are going to come from it.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been saying. Everything's going to turn out well. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy.
Well, I think that right now in this month of March is when we're going through all the hell that we need to go through to get through the good stuff in April.
Okay, so it says solar eclipse will cross North America, passing over Mexico, United States, and Canada. But it seems to be on the other side of like by the Great Lakes and things like that. So probably.
Well, we can hope that we'll get a little bit of it.
Okay, let's ask with BC will get the eclipse. Interactive solar eclipse. Okay. I don't think so.
No?
I'll send you what
I went and bought them for nothing.
maybe next time.
Well, we do have them every year, so maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
Although
Maria
we
should
another
be
one.
able to see it.
We have another one in October, right?
Probably. We usually have 2 a year, 2 sets a year. Last year we had 3 sets a year.
Jen, you're fatigued today. You're not sure if it's the weather or what. No, it's the solar flares. It's the eclipse. It's the energies of Mercury retrograde coming up. It's Chiron. It's we were just talking about this and how I said it's some of the symptoms are a heartbeat that is a little harder and stronger than normal, anxiety, stress through the roof. It's jolting all your chakras. So if you can look up to do some Qigong, it will help. It should help dissipate some of those energies.
Or you can go, because that will
Maybe
also.
Lily says maybe blood changer. What is that? What do you mean by that, Lily? Because my blood changed in 2012 and my doctors want to do some pretty invasive testing on me, and I don't want to do them because I know I don't have cancer.
Yeah, with
I'm
that.
not going to go through all that pain because I know that it's not affecting my health. I look good, I feel good, my blood pressure, my temperature, everything is perfect. So,
but yeah, if you've got a comment if you have some knowledge about the blood changes, let us know, Lily.
Yeah. Lily, do all people are fatigued? Yes, we certainly are. Jen Preston, holy crap, I feel like garbage. This is the worst in about 5 months. Stress too. Yes, and that's exactly me too. I have not felt this low vibration energy for I don't know how long. And of course, if you're going through stress, that doesn't help.
That's cool. So Lily said blood changes is due to eclipse if circulates different in body and clears itself.
I know that.
I did not know that either.
Good to know. Thanks, Lily.
Yeah. Really.
Blood changes due to the eclipse. I've never heard that before.
There's so much under heaven and earth we don't know. What was it Shakespeare says? There's more under heaven and earth and I don't remember the rest of it.
Than heaven and earth.
Then
this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah. For years I'd say, oh yeah, that's bull. And then it turns out to be true. And so I got to the place where I don't discount anything until it's proven that proven not by governments, but by the people. I
Mhm.
don't trust the government anymore. I don't think most people do anymore.
Oh boy, I don't think anybody trusts any government anywhere. I know I'm reading posts upon posts from what I think is our government when it's not. It's other countries, and the people are posting exactly the same thing that what we would post here. So it's not only our government that's doing this to the people, it's every government.
Well, yeah, but yeah, Canada is the poster child for WEF, but at least that's what I was saying. But Jen says that at 10:43 a.m. you will have a partial eclipse in Vancouver, so we may just see it.
I might just catch a partial little blip of it. At
Yeah.
what? 10:43 a.m. I got to remember to say
That's
I'll
11
probably
o'clock.
be in the hot tub right about then. I have to bring my glasses with me.
Yeah, that would work. Blood changes happens twice a year, March and October. Really?
Huh.
That's so cool.
It would be interesting to it'd be interesting to go for blood work to see what the difference is before and after.
They won't do it. Not
No, I know they won't do it, but it would be fun. It would be fun to try and get it
Well,
done.
you could get life analysis done.
Oh, that's right too.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I
That
think
was
she's only there once a week or once every 2 weeks now or something like that. She's not there very often anymore.
uh
That Terry.
Terry isn't. Well, she's must be work. I haven't talked to her for quite a while, actually.
No, I just saw somebody posting the other day that she was going to be there her one day out of the month or something. So,
And then she must be working somewhere.
but I have a dried blood thing from because right after I had cancer, I went and had my blood analyzed because I wanted to
Hmm.
rejuvenate myself with what I lost through chemo and everything.
Yeah, I went to Terry. She's really good.
The one I went to was Lynn. She used to go work out of Nutters.
She lives in Sorrento, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, I used to. I don't know if she's still there or not. I know
Yeah.
she I think she did. I brought Destiny there once, and she did a blood analysis there for her.
But
Well,
Nutters is no longer.
no, unfortunately not. But I found my blood sample, my
Oh,
dried blood sample. I don't know if it would still be good this many years later.
I don't know. I don't know enough about
But
it.
what we did find out was that my body is not holding on to the nutrients properly.
Yeah. It starts at 10:43. So I think it takes like an hour to go across,
Something like that.
or maybe
Well,
longer.
on one of them I saw when it's in the full eclipse, it's going to be a long time,
Yeah.
like a couple hours, I
And
think.
that's where the mythology of the phoenix came into being, because when it's on the full eclipse, there's a flare out that looks like wings. So and then they said that's the phoenix rising out of the flames, right?
Hmm.
I thought that was cool and information.
It is.
Yeah. So I'm getting awfully tired all of a sudden.
All righty. Yeah, I got to take a run into town and go get something for dinner.
Yeah. I should too.
Do you want me to pick you something up and bring it over?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. I have hamburger that should be defrosted from yesterday.
Oh, I should have I should have taken out some fish. I have fish.
I keep telling,
And it is Good Friday.
like I said to Al, I cannot cook fish. I have never figured out how to cook it. I either overcook it or undercook it, and it's always yucky, so I don't try.
Well, half the time I think it's still raw, but when I get into it, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen a full lunar and it was beautiful.
Hmm.
I don't remember if I've ever seen a full solar
Yeah,
eclipse.
so I think they said the last one. Well, and that's the end of our 7 year cycle again because it was in 2017. I think is the last full one we had.
Okay. It crosses too, right? The trajectory of the first one went this way, The trajectory of the other one is this way, so it crosses, it makes a complete X.
Ah, so that's what they're talking about, the X going through the United States then.
Yeah,
Get an air fryer and it cooks it perfectly.
I have an air fryer. I don't think I can cook it perfectly, but I would,
Jen,
would like to.
Jen says she's never seen a solar, but she's seen a full lunar, and that was amazing. I do remember seeing solar one.
We had one, I think it was 2017 actually,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe before that. I was still physically intact at the time, so.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we have been on for over an hour now.
I think it's time. I think it's time to call it.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. And thank you for your very good information, Lily, on the blood.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That might be part of the reason my iron fell like 20 points.
Maybe you should start carrying a bloodstone too, because bloodstones apparently helps your blood, helps your kidneys, helps all your organs. That's why I was very adamant about wearing it. But I can't find it now. I'm getting a little antsy about that.
Yeah, we will have a nice dinner, Lily. Well, whether we like it or not, we will eat.
We'll have dinner anyway. I don't know how nice it'll be, but
if I don't plan it out ahead of time, it turns into stew.
if I don't plan it out ahead of time, it turns into a piece of chicken and maybe a salad if I'm lucky.
That's not bad. But
I mean, it's a healthy dinner, but there's no thought behind it.
Yeah, that's why for me it's stew. Okay, pile it in, all the veggies and everything in one, and don't worry about it. But anyhow, my brain is really just sort of went whoosh. So I think I may or may not get my dailies up. I am 2 days behind, I think. But honestly, I couldn't have done it. And I'll see if I can do it today.
I'd say tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah. And I might have something going on tomorrow, but it's not energy wise, but that's it. Anywho, thank you very much, Maddie. This has been a blast.
Thank you, as always. Like I said today, this was the highlight of my day today.
But mine too, except for seeing how the hot cross buns may turn out.
Let me know.
I didn't follow the recipe because I was in a rush, and I already know that it's unique. Let's put it that way. Namaste, namasko. Bye.
Have a good day, everybody, or
Yes.
evening.
And as Maddie says, press that button.
Yes, the like
Jen
buttons,
says-
hit the like buttons, because we're getting a lot of views with the last interactive we did. We've got like double the views that we've had before. So I do believe the likes and the shares and the comments are working.
And Jen says, I have bloodstones. What does it do? And she can talk to you. She can message you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye.